So, got a knife here. Beyond EDC. It's a BED C2104 gray. Okay. Beyond EDC. Be my first model from them. I have to admit, I have not held or seen any of their other knives. BeyondEDC.com. Congrats, purchase, product, thanks for choosing. Each component, brand, products, engineered precision tolerance, all final assembly, fit and finish and sharpening are performed entirely by hand to ensure maximum amount of attention to detail. Warranty. Unauthorized disassembly is going to void it, so I guess I'm about to void the warranty because ain't nobody give me permission to get in it. Yeah. Okay. I do remember finding this knife and thinking, I think I want to try that. Yeah. I think when the blade comes out, you might agree with me or at least see what I saw on this. Okay. Nice micarta. It's not polished. I hate polished micarta. But yeah, it feels comfy in the hand. Let's get it out of there. Ooh, nice jimping on the top of that flipper. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Back flipper only. It's the only way in there. Wow, does that thing run? That is so nice. Getting better. Just needed to be used. Really snappy. I wonder if I can fail that. Nope. Yeah, that thing's running so well that it's free there. But even with the lock bar detention on it, that's running. Oh man, that is so nice. So what do we got here? It's a BEDC 2104 and 14C28N. Gotta like that. How about that satin finish on that blade? Pretty nice. I dig it. And man, is that pointy. Hey, let's get in it. Let's void the warranty. Yep. There goes the warranty right there. That turning that screw, they won't stand behind this knife now. Which, I mean, I get it. Because people could be jacking up knives. I jack up knives all the time. And they don't want to warranty something that, you know, that I mess up. I get it. But I don't know. For me, it's kind of like a car manufacturer saying that if I change my own oil, they won't honor the engine warranty. It's like, well, why not? Are you saying that the dude at Walmart, that guy is so much better at it that if he does it, you'll honor the warranty, but if I do it, you won't? Is that, I mean, what's that about? I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. I mean, unfortunately to me, I'm going to try to get all these fingerprints off here too. They could have wiped that down before they put it together. Unfortunately for me, man, I just see statements like that as ways to deny warranty. And I'm not really sure why you would want to do that. Why would you sell that? I mean, just say that it's a limited warranty, and to contact you for, you know, return approval or warranty approval, whatever, and just deal with it on a case by case. But to just say blanket statement, well, if you take it apart, we're not going to warranty it. Okay. I mean, so unfortunately, I mean, to me, it's unfortunate. But if you're watching this video and you're thinking about buying a knife from these guys, Beyond EDC, just bear in mind that if you maintenance your knife in any way, you're voiding your warranty. I don't know, you know. You want to take it apart and clean it, or mess with the detent, or oil it, or, you know, anything like that. They've decided that they're going to not warranty the knife anymore. I mean, when I say it like that, it doesn't make much sense, does it? To make a policy like that, looking for a way to get out of your warranty versus, you know, just stepping up and going, hey man, we make knives, we stand behind them, we're knife guys. If you got a problem with your knife, any problem, contact us. We'll see what we can do. I mean, maybe I should start making knives, because I most certainly would bring that level of customer service. Hey man, you buy a knife from me, just let me know what's up, man. I mean, honestly, what do they have in this in total cost? You know, that they got to find a reason to not warranty the knife. I mean, I know I'm kind of harping on them about it, but I just, like I say, I just equate that to, you know, like a car manufacturer trying to say that if I change my own oil, you know, then they don't have to warranty the car. It's like, what? What are you talking about, man? And that's not in big print. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go to their website, it's not a big print that says, hey, just know, if you buy a knife from us, if you take it apart, we're not going to stand behind it for any reason. Even if it's obviously a defect in the knife. Did you take it apart? You did? You know, it's like, well, the balls fell out of the bearing. Well, how do you know? Well, I took it apart. Oh, you took it apart? Oh, well, the warranty's void. It's like, what? The bearing failed. It had nothing to do with me taking it apart. Yeah, but our warranty clearly states, if you'll read the notes, clearly states that, you know, if you take the knife apart, it voids the warranty. See what I'm saying? Silliness. Silliness, silliness, silliness. That is a captured pin. But it's only captured at the top, so I'm not sure why I'm struggling to get it in that hole. There it goes. Yeah, it's captured up at the top in this scale, sure enough. Yep, facing backwards. Like so. Now I got fingerprints on it again. I like to keep that clean, so because once the knife's closed, nothing's going to get in there to get fingerprint, you know, to print that up. So I kind of want that to be nice and slick and shiny in there. Okay. Get a bearing on it. And a little dippity-doo, a couple of tiny drops. There we go. I'm going to put a small drop on that detent ball track right there. I mean, I know I harped on that, but I don't know, it's just disappointing to me, I think. I just think, you know, when you're selling a product, man, you know, and I spent 40 years of my working career in sales, being in charge of sales, you know, having an influence in a very large company, and sitting in corporate meetings where decisions like this, like that statement in the warranty were being made, and finding myself having to fight for common sense. It's like, is that what we want to be known for? You know, is that the message that we want to send to our customers? That, you know, how many disclaimers can we make to get out of stuff? You know, we don't have to say we'll cover everything, but why do we have to say right away what we're not going to cover? Why can't we just say, hey, you know, limited warranty, contact us for authorization? And if they say they took it apart, I mean, in the end, if the bearing failed, why wouldn't we just say, well, send it to us and we'll make a determination on the warranty? You know, send it to us. It's just, I don't know, it boggles my mind. When you know, there's so many ways to protect yourself from such a small thing or small percentage of incidents versus just making a blanket statement saying, oh, if you took it apart, man, we've got deniability now, we're out 100%. Just know, if you take your Beyond EDC knife apart, we're stepping, we're out. It's like, and I mean, if they were to step up now and say, well, no, that's not how we do that, man. I mean, we make that claim so that we don't have to stand up to dumb stuff where people took their knife apart and ruined it. And, you know, my comment would be, well, okay, fair enough, but you know, wouldn't it be easier to just say, hey, we have the right to refuse warranty work if it's deemed the defect was not our fault, or, you know, the problem was caused by the owner, the customer, you know, however you want to say it. I mean, I can tell you this, I took your knife apart and cleaned it and lubed it, and the action is very noticeably better. So I'm glad I avoided your warranty, because now I like your knife even more than before I even took it apart. I still think making those comments is silliness. Make sure I got good lock up here. Yeah, knife's locked up wonderfully. So this knife reminded me of one of my favorite Ganzos. And it's about the same size knife, just a little pocket rocket. And the blade shape is similar, the whole thing, man. The action, the same. Yeah, so I really, really dig this little knife. It's good. And it's 14C. Pretty sure my Ganzo is not 14C. So, I mean, it's got, I really like 14C, man. Yeah, you can't fail that. Oof. So nice. So the action, it's got A-level action. I mean, it takes a little coaxing to get it down, but it is so good. I mean, let's say a high B+. It's a B+ to A action. The fact that I have to shake it kind of takes it out of that A category. I mean, it's not drop shut. It takes a little coaxing, but man, is it good. It's like some of the best B+ action you can get, for real. Ergonomics. So there's not so confident, and very confident grip. This is definitely a confident grip. This thing's way over the top. Let me check. I mean, that lock is about 50%. Very confident lockup. And so because of this grip, I'm going to say that for me, this knife would serve as backup self-defense. maybe even primary. Like, I mean, I wouldn't go to war with this. Like, hey, I'm going into battle. Give me my trusty, Beyond EDC knife. I'm not saying that, but if I had this in my pocket and it was my backup or even my primary, I'd be okay with this knife. You know, like if I'm out and about and somebody decided to put hands on me, I'm pretty confident if I could put this in my hand, I could defend myself. Yeah, I dig it. Wonderful grip and very locked in. Very locked in. The pocket clip falls where it belongs. I mean, this deep carry's kind of hot because it's out there in the end, but it's nothing that would cause me to break my grip. You know what I'm saying? So it's hot like that, but it's not. Oh, I can't hold it. Speaking of that clip, I think it's going to run wonderfully. Let's check it. Big thick stuff, big Carhartt bibs, whatever. Yeah, that thing runs one-handed, perfect in and out, perfect in and out, perfect in and out. It's got good tension. I dig it. I will say it could use just a little bit more tension, so I'm going to knock that out, and I'll be right back. All right, got my trusty Knipex. Going to wrap this thing so I don't mar it up, because it does have a nice chrome polished looking surface on it. I'm just going to snatch that up, and what I'm looking to do is just close that gap a little bit, put a little more tension on that. I'm going to let you see it right here. See that gap? Just squeeze that down, close that up just a little bit. That's spring steel. It'll hold. There we go. Closed it up quite a bit, actually. Should notice that. Should be very noticeable in the amount of tension. So I'm just going to stay here. Let's put it back together. Won't take but a second. Of course, when you do this, it's got straight lines, 2 screws, so I feel confident that even in that micarta, this clip should hold pretty good. I've mentioned this so many times, but I'm going to mention it one more time. When you do a clip like this, make sure you put that back screw in first. Because that back screw, see, let's watch. See that raised up in the front there? That back screw, when I tighten that, it's caught enough threads that when I tighten that, it's going to pull that front down a little bit so that this front screw doesn't have to fight all that tension. And you run the risk of potentially, stripping it out. So now you can see how raised I've got room there to catch threads before it has to catch onto that steel. And so, I mean, it's a small little thing, but I always, when I add tension to a clip, will start with that back screw. So now that's all in there nice and tight. I'm going to check it one more time because I know that is a bunch more tension on there. Yeah, one-handed in, and I mean, that's basically a dryer now. So if I had to tumble down a hill, when I got to the bottom of the hill, if I needed to bring this knife to bear, I'd reach back and it would be where I left it because that tension is holding that in there. Let's check it for safety. Ugh. So right there in the middle, blade contact. Right in the middle, and it's where that belly is. See this belly right here? Well, that is exposed in between these scales. I mean, I'm not putting a lot of tension on it, but I can touch that. I'm trying to think if I was down like this and I reached in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm on that knife all day long. So if I reached in aggressive, which why wouldn't I? When you reach in your pocket, you don't reach in and go, let me be careful and get my keys. No, you just go, whoop, let me get my keys. And, man, I'm touching that blade all day long, so that's a fail. What about this tip? Yeah, I can't touch the tip. So the clip's good, the tip's good, but there is blade contact on the back, and that's a fail. All right. Wonder if it's sharp. It looks sharp, so let's see if it's actually a true representation of this knife. Come on, man. Can't pick a piece of paper up. There we go. Ooh, it's pretty toothy. It's very toothy. Let's let's do this. How much time are we? We're like right there. Let me do this real quick and we'll check it. I mean, it's very toothy. One of the toothiest I've had in a while. Hopefully it's just some micro burrs and I don't have to reprofile this blade. That's my hopes. Alright, let's check it. Did I help it or hurt it? Let's see. Oh, I'm sure you can even hear that. Yeah, way better. Just needed a strop. So, I mean, it had some burrs on it, whatever. That's not so unusual. Leave the factory, they belt sharpen it, and then it leaves with some burrs on it. Yeah, look at that satin. Man, that 14C is pretty. All right. So, price and availability. And this is one more reminder. This is at BEDC 2104 Beyond EDC and 14C28N. So White Mountain Knives has this for like $52. And that seems like a bit too much to me. But with the code down below, the 10% off, you can pick this up for about 47 bucks. And, I mean, that seems like a better bargain to me. Yeah, so 47 bucks, 14C, nice micarta, good ergos, great action. Yeah, pretty nice. Appreciate you watching. Check it out.